Hey Aries! Thanks for joining me for your November reading. I'm Madeline. If we haven't met before, happy to have you. And if you're back, thank you. Yay! Okay, so Spirit grabbed a couple extra cards for you this month. I'm feeling like they have quite a story to tell. But also I want to tell you about a channeled message that came through before we even get into your cards. Spirit gave me a feeling and they also gave me a song. So this is really funny. We're going to see how this shows up in your cards. But the song was Hip to Be Square. It's hip to be square. And the associated feeling was of some kind of counselor or teacher or coach. I don't know if we're going to see, for example, like the Hierophant card or something like that in your cards. But I'm feeling like there's a situation in which it's hip to be square. It's hip to ask for help. It's hip to be like, you know what, I don't know quite how to handle this on my own, so I could really use somebody's guidance. And it's interesting, but what they're actually showing me makes sense. Some of you Aries people are definitely like fitness gurus, right? I don't even know what they're called because Libra here, I am not a fitness guru. But those things you use in the gym where there's a ball in the middle and you balance on this like little piece of plastic, I guess, on top, and it's supposed to, I guess, improve your sort of core balance. It feels like what they're showing me is somebody kind of just resting their palms in front of you and allowing you to kind of put your hands there and find your balance. And then it's like, oh, okay, now I can let go. You know? I could have also said it's like a little like being able to take off the training wheels and go on your own. But for a little bit, it would be helpful for you to have somebody there just kind of like, it's not even like a huge influence, because I know Aries, you are an individual, you want to do it yourself, but it feels like a steadying hand. That's all. Like a steady hand to kind of help you get your balance, and then you're off. November. Let's jump into your cards. Let's see. Hip to be square though, Aries. Don't be afraid to be a little square. Don't be afraid to lean into your inner nerd. Okay. Okay. You've been craving a change anyway, Aries. So when the change comes fast, probably going to be best for you to welcome it as best you can. Okay. Let's see, Aries. Look at that. Listen, this isn't gonna, this is funny, this is what Spirit said. This isn't gonna throw you off your game. This is gonna throw you on your game. Wow. And what a way to complete this reading. Aries, you are experiencing what feels like maybe a little bit of a drastic change to your life this month. It does feel like something that you kind of assumed was going to just like be there is kind of pulled out from under you. But stick with me here. Was a part of you craving this change and might have sort of been unconsciously summoning this? Like, for example, maybe being like, oops, I've been rolling into work a little late for the last month, and finally I got pulled in for a big meeting where they were like, hey, you know, you need to quit messing around, or hey, this is a write-up, or something like that, where it's like, ooh, like I'm sitting up, I'm paying attention, I maybe don't feel so secure as I did before. That's for some of you. These are, of course, general readings, Aries, so I'm getting a few messages about what this is. For some of you, I feel very specifically, it's kind of like the living situation has changed. And it's, again, it feels like circumstances, the universe is sort of conspiring to get some new activity going in your life. I want to tell you not to be afraid. I actually want to tell you that on the other side of this uncertainty, there's more security and there's more safety. In the future, you have the Ten of Pentacles, the ultimate card for security and safety, particularly around like the home. Feeling protected, feeling like this is for the long haul, feeling like something is built to last. Take it easy. This is cool. This is what Spirit is saying. When you change, Aries, your destiny changes. And you have been undergoing some internal healing. A lot of you. You have Temperance in the past. And then the Tower. So what do you know? When you find inward balance, some things in your life are going to topple over. That's what they just said. Like, oh, this doesn't fucking live up to my standard anymore. and then it topples over because unconsciously you're kind of like pulling at the thread of this thing that you know isn't really working for you. This home arrangement, this living arrangement, this work arrangement, whatever this is. You're pondering a change, and I think that it would benefit you. Your free will is everything, Aries. Your intuition is everything. You have total control over over how you decide to handle this tower moment, this thing that throws you off balance. And it's kind of like they said, it's the inward balance that's leading to an outer imbalance. So it's not feeling like you have to change so much. It feels like you've been changing. It feels like things are opening up for you in a big way. You have a lot of wands here. Your element, fire. On the inside, again, I'm feeling like a lot of you have been kind of looking at a new horizon, looking in a different direction, and just thinking like, when is my time coming? Like, I'm waiting, my ships are coming in. And Eight of Wands hovering above that says lots of opportunities are coming in. What do you want? Do you want a new place? Do you want a new job? Do you want a new group of friends to hang out with? Do you want a new hobby? It's all available. Eight of Wands is like things are in speed, things are in motion, things are happening. And where are they moving so quickly? Toward that Ten of Pentacles. Of like, my money is good, I'm safe, I'm home. Some of you, this is like a really wonderful familial card. And of course it's November, right? So if you're in the US, some of you might be literally getting together with family, whether that's biological family, whether that's chosen family. You might be getting together for Thanksgiving. But what I'm feeling really is there is a solidifying factor coming when it comes to your home. Feels like there is protection when it comes to your home. Some of you might have felt a little insecure there or are going through that transition right now. And I want to assure you again that on the other side of this tower, there's a feeling of like, oh my God, I'm better than good. Like, I'm totally fine. The Empress is the receiver of gifts, and what's showing up around you? A brilliant inspiration and opportunity. Remember, Eight of Wands. So it's like, ooh, which one do I want? I want this one. Where do I want the biggest, like, sort of new beginning in my life? Where do I want to create a new spark? Some of you might be detonating your tower. Like, here, all I need is a match. I'm going to blow this motherfucker down because I need to get out of here because my ships are coming in and I'm leaving. It feels like it's important, Aries, for you to feel solid despite what's going on around you. So if other people are losing their cool, if other people are like, oh my God, this whole thing is going to fall down, it's important for you to kind of be the Empress and be like, hey, this is natural. Things come in cycles. You know, the Empress is sitting in as luxurious as she may be, and you know she's got all these worldly comforts around her, and you. You notice that she's in nature. I mean, she's outdoors. She's comfortable in the elements. So you're not afraid of things getting a little wild, and you are actually very into adventure and going into the unknown. Maybe, you know, maybe you don't like not knowing, but you enjoy the thrill of the challenge, right? The tower is throwing some of you out of the nest and saying like, hey, we've been knowing you can fly. And we've been knowing you can fly higher than you're flying right now, so out you go. Like, let's see you go. We know you can do it. Things are happening quickly. But it's happening for your security and for your happiness. Like I said, Ten of Pentacles in your future, and then here's the Ten of Cups in the key position. Again, the happy family. Being surrounded by people that you love, feeling like your cups runneth over. But that Ten of Cups only comes on the other side of the moon, on the other side of the tower that falls and reveals what's really true. And remember, Aries, A tower never falls if it is something that is real and true and eternal. What is eternal cannot be undone, and, you know, what can be undone is not eternal. So, if something falls down, if something around you is crumbling, that is because you're being asked to lean into the new thing and into the mystery, into the fear. As a matter of fact, the moon can represent fear because as humans, we like to know what's happening. We're not big fans of the unknown. We're not big fans of going through sometimes a spiritual fucking transformation. And with a tower, it's more like, you know the way that a snake sheds its skin? Well, it's kind of like, what if we just walk right up and go like, no, you're done with this. Shh. And it's all at once instead of kind of a steady sloughing off. It's like, nope, you're done with that phase of your life. You've outgrown this. We're out. We're moving on. That's kind of what it feels like. You're ready for an upgrade, and maybe you didn't think you were ready, so a lot of us are getting like shoved out of the nest. Like, nope, upgrade time, bigger nest, better nest. Better community is also kind of what I'm feeling for some of you, so it might be that you're making some pretty major changes to the people that you spend your time with, especially considering 10 of Pentacles, 10 of Cups in your future, but a tower right here in the present. You need to trust yourself. That's what I'm hearing. That's what they're saying about that Ace of Wands. The signs are coming in. The signs, like torches, are coming and shining in the distance for you, saying like, yes, come this way. You know, and we could use a torch when we're dealing with the moon. And we don't run full tilt in the dark in the woods. You know? If we know where we're going and we're like, oh yeah, that's where I want to go. Yeah, maybe in the daylight we can run full tilt toward that. But in an unfamiliar surrounding in the dead of night, using just the moon to light our way, we have to proceed with a little bit more caution. Not with fear, but with caution. I'm not going to trip over this. I want to notice that. If I need to look at it closer, I'm going to bring this torch over and I'm going to have a closer look. Why am I afraid of this? Why is that making me panic? What is this really about? That's the other thing about the moon. What is the truth? In French, there's a term for the time of day twilight called Empress et loup. And please forgive my French accent. And it literally translates to between dog and wolf. The time of day where you might not be able to tell from a little bit of a distance what's a dog and what's a wolf. So not letting our fear and our panic that can very naturally ensue from experiencing a tower life-altering moment in our lives, not being led by that panic, but actually taking this as like, hey, this is a test of my courage. This is a test of my heart. I can make it through this. I can be afraid and still walk forward. I can be afraid and look at what that fear is, uncover it, look under my bed and go, oh my God, okay, that was just a fucking Furby. I thought I saw two glowing eyes looking at me. It's a goddamn Furby. I don't know why one of you guys has a fucking Furby under your bed. I don't know, because I don't own a Furby. Spirit's funny. A lot of you have been waiting to build something of your own. And maybe some of you, I'm kind of feeling like you've already begun that process, but it's like I'm moving toward the solidification and kind of the climax of that build and a feeling of completion. If your Jenga tower has fallen apart, take it as an opportunity. What do I want to build instead? Maybe I want to build a bridge. Maybe I want to build a road. Maybe I want to build a little cottage instead of some high tower on a crazy cliff. Something unsustainable is crumbling. But what is true and what is real and what is alive is going to remain. And you can then choose to do what you're going to do with the lessons, with the opportunities. And Spirit just said, you know, when a tower falls, there's like a vantage point that we didn't have before that suddenly, you know, like, oh, like the horizon is clear and I can see a little better. So for some of you, it might be like, I didn't want this thing to go, but now it's very clear to me what's actually in front of my face. And Aries, you like honesty. You like brass tacks. I feel like you're getting down to them this month. And it's actually going to make you really happy. The tower is nothing to sneeze at, to TBH. Like, that's why we're talking about it so much. But like, neither is this. These are all amazing feelings and a sense of comfort and a sense of pleasure and a sense of joy. So a lot of you also have some wonderful gifts and brilliant creativity, like brilliant ideas, and be the Empress for those. The Empress, you know, when we're going to give birth to an idea, it should be the same way that people act when they're gestating a baby. We would not want to hear somebody say, like, I'm going to love my baby if it's this gender, this color, this level of intelligence, this height, this weight, this da 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 da. We'd be like, ew. Like, what's your deal? We know that a really wonderful mother is just like, oh my God, I can't wait to see you. I can't wait to find out who you are, what you do, what you love. And all my business is just to keep you healthy and to make as wonderful an environment for you to grow and to come out when you're ready. Same thing for your creative gifts. What is it that you're incubating? Give it everything that it needs. Give your transformation everything that it needs. You're growing, you're upgrading in a very big way this month, Aries, and it may be catalyzed by something that feels a little catastrophic, but it's a wake-up call, as the Tower always is, and the way is clear. Things are happening for you, so seize the day. Seize your wands, take them, light up your torch, take it, light up your fears, figure out what you want to build out of that tower, and you're on your way somewhere new. I keep hearing bridge, so some of you are building a bridge to another place, very literally, new horizons. Godspeed, Aries. What's the deal? What's your story? Let me know. Questions, comments, advice for your fellow Aries. I'd love to hear from you. I really hope that this is helpful, Aries, and I really appreciate you showing up. It means a lot to me that you spend a little time with me lighting up your torch. I hope you have a wonderful month, Aries, and if I don't see you in a video before that, I hope I see you in your December reading. Bye!